Welcome back to Chicago Football Weekly. It's time now to visit with our Bears insider, Chicago Tribune Bears beat writer Dan Wiederer. We start this week talking about the Bears' Week 1 roster and an unsettled situation on the offensive line.
I think this is going to be fluid, right? Even throughout Week 1 and throughout the season, and we're trying to figure out where is Lucas Patrick's fit as he comes back. He's back practicing. We don't know whether he's going to be physically capable of playing. If he's capable of playing, he's probably going to have to start in a guard position because he can't squeeze a football with that injured hand. And so now you've got all these moving parts that you're figuring out in a game week at the start of a season. And so it's interesting to see kind of how quickly they will establish the quintet that they want to go the long haul with, right?
Yeah.
And who they want to be in front of Justin Fields, because obviously that's a big part of his development this year, is having protection and guys who can also help establish the running game.
And we're going to have Justin Fields going against Trey Lance. When you look at this matchup on paper, are there any strengths that the Bears have or any places they can exploit the 49ers? Or is it too soon to tell because we haven't seen this new-looking team?
Yeah, I think we're really going to put Luke Getsy's ability to call a game under the magnifying glass on Sunday, right? And his ability to create comfort that then creates confidence for Justin, as we've talked about before, is paramount to this. And he's running a system similar to the one Kyle Shanahan's going to be running for Trey Lance that is quarterback friendly. And so both of these guys should have opportunities to do things that make them feel good, right? And when you feel good, you're capable of playing with instincts and using those playmaking skills that both these quarterbacks have. The one place where the 49ers clearly have an advantage is Trey Lance has more proven playmakers in his offense, right? He's got Deebo Samuel. He's got George Kittle. He's got Brandon Ayuk. He's got a reliable running game. He's got a coordinator and a play caller in Kyle Shanahan who's proven. And so the Bears are in the process of trying to find people that can be proven in their offense. They don't have it quite yet. It's going to be interesting to watch that.
And I saw you just wrote about, and the feeling is there in the locker room. The energy is different. There's some optimism, there's excitement, but it does feel different. And like you wrote, do you feel that?
Well, yeah, and you know, Kaitlin, I considered it today that there's been so much change here that there are so few people in that locker room who are carrying the frustration and the baggage of the last 2 and 3 seasons, which, as we know, by the end of last year, it was pretty heavy, right? And you saw it in the way the Bears handled their business. This is a whole fresh start, right? We had talked about there's only 19 guys currently on the 53-man roster that were even with the team when last season ended in January, right? So this is a total overhaul and a total infusion of new bodies and new faces and new attitudes, and you start to feel that infectious buy-in, as Cole Kmet called it, that's contagious across the whole locker room. Now we'll see what it means when they start playing meaningful games against opponents that are, by and large, most weeks going to be more talented than they are.
And finally, what should fans expect? Do you have a prediction for Sunday? What's it going to be like?
Yeah, I think that the San Francisco 49ers are coming in on Sunday and leaving here with a victory. And I hate to tell the most optimistic of Bears fans that that's the case for Sunday afternoon, but I just think that team is a little bit more established right now. And they're a little bit cleaner, and they were a little bit more proven a year ago. Remember, the Bears were beating them last year well into the third quarter before the 49ers flipped the script on an 83-yard Deebo Samuel reception that changed that game, and the Niners ended up winning by 11. I think we're looking at a similar game on Sunday where the Bears can keep it close for a while. In the end, the 49ers just find a way to distance themselves. I'll give them a 9-point victory.